Good morning, seniors. You've been here since 6:30. Good morning, seniors. You may be seated. And good morning to the rest of you as well. On behalf of the West Ottawa High School faculty, support staff, and administration, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our parents, grandparents, friends, and underclassmen that have come to Convocation today as we recognize the accomplishments of the 57th graduating class of West Ottawa High School, the class of 2018. I would like to welcome our guest presenters, many of whom are seated next to the stage, for taking the time out of their busy schedules to be with us today. In recognition of this outstanding senior class, we would also like to thank our many additional scholarship sponsors who are not present today for their financial contributions that make these scholarships possible. And especially we would like to welcome our guests of honor, the West Ottawa High School graduating class of 2018. Before we begin our presentations, I have some general instructions, mostly for you seniors. As always, we encourage our audience members to use social media to share about all of our seniors' accomplishments and good news that you will hear about today. With that being said, we also ask that you make sure your cell phones are placed on vibrate. Seniors, as you are called to stage, would you please enter the stage on your right and exit on your left, or follow the specific directions for each award. Some of you will remain on stage, some of you will stand in front of the stage depending upon the size of the group. If you are asked to come on stage, please be careful on the ramp. Keep your elbows in, prevent your robe from catching. That's not a good scene. At this time, I'd like to introduce Assistant Principal Mr. Jason Reinecke to begin the Senior Class Awards.
To earn a gold cord, a student must have achieved an overall grade point of 3.5 or higher throughout their 4 years at West Ottawa High School. This is an accomplishment that has come through daily responsibility, determination, and the pursuit of excellence. 182 students in the class of 2018 have earned this honor. We are excited to announce that this is a new senior class record at West Ottawa High School. We acknowledge their outstanding efforts with these gold cords. Will these students now stand to be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. The next category I will speak about is National Merit Finalist. The National Merit Program is an annual academic competition for recognition and scholarships that is open to all U.S. high school students. Over 1.6 million students entered the National Merit Scholarship Program this year. A rigorous process takes place in which students may qualify as a National Merit semifinalist and then ultimately a National Merit finalist based on their PSAT score, an essay submission, and all academic records. Eventually, the top 1% of students from across the entire country are identified as National Merit finalists. It is quite an honor for any school to have one student named to this list, and this year, West Ottawa High School had 5 students named National Merit finalists. Would the following students stand to be recognized? Dominic Aquino, Sam Grunler, Isaac Sierra, Stephanie Gonzi, and Brittany Key. Thank you. You may be seated. I'm going to continue with this National Merit Scholarship. From the list of the top 1% of students, approximately half, so now we're talking about 0.5% of 1.6 million students across the entire United States, are then awarded a $2,500 scholarship. 3 finalists from West Ottawa High School were named recipients of the National Merit Scholarship. Dominic Aquino was awarded the National Merit Scholarship, and he will be attending University of Michigan to study applied mathematics. Sam Grunler was awarded the corporate-sponsored scholarship and will be attending the University of Notre Dame to study international economics. And lastly, Isaac Sierra was awarded the college-sponsored scholarship and will be attending the University of Chicago to study astrophysics. You will notice that many students are wearing gold tassels this morning. We have 129 seniors who are members of the Martin E. Ball National Honor Society. These individuals have maintained a 3.5 overall grade point average and have also demonstrated the highest level of scholarship, leadership, and service to their community. Their gold tassels honor them as NHS members. Will the National Honor Society students please stand and be recognized at this time? Maybe seated. It was fitting that the class of 2018 was led into the gymnasium by its officers who are now seated on the stage. The class of 2018 has been well represented by their leadership and hard work. Please stand as I call your names and remain standing. President Alex Key. Vice President Caroline Sisson. Treasurer Pookie Kunsambat. And Secretary Ben Schumacher. Along with these senior class officers, 9 additional seniors make up the Senior Selection Committee. Basically, they have to put up with me all year. Please stand as I call your names and remain standing. Morgan Terpstra, Taylor Aubie, Lisette De La Rosa, Emma Denave, Mia Patchen, Jack Hendrick, Jackson McThieva, Tess Monahan, and Brittany Key. These 13 students have made many decisions and worked long, hard hours for their senior class. They selected the announcements, class motto, senior song, senior superlatives, class speaker, and the class gift, which you can find out on Thursday night, throughout the entire year, right up to setting up today's breakfast. This group has been more than willing to put forth the time and effort to make things happen for your class. On behalf of the class of 2018, we thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, class of 2018, for making this a memorable and record-setting year. Now I would like to introduce Mrs. Stacy Timmerman and Mr. Dean Farrell, who join us today to announce the many generous scholarships from the Holland and Zeeland Community Foundation.
On behalf of the Community Foundation of the Holland-Zeeland area, I say thank you to your school guidance counselors and the West Ottawa Selection Committee for your help with our scholarship process. Foundation scholarships are made possible through the generosity of many individuals, families, and businesses. This year, we will award well over $700,000 for the upcoming school year. Our awards range in size from small book scholarships all the way up to renewable last dollar scholarships covering all education-related expenses. This morning, we will recognize 24 scholarship recipients. Joining me for the presentation of the Charles C. and Celeste Y. Farrell Memorial Scholarship is Mr. Dean Farrell. The Farrell Scholarship was established in loving memory of Dean's parents, whose 3 sons attended West Ottawa. In addition, Charles was a trustee on the West Ottawa Board of Education and president of the Athletic Boosters. Selection of the Farrell Scholarship is based on citizenship, reliability, and commitment in activities. This year's recipient of the Farrell Award is Lisa Charles. Students, when I read your names, please stand and remain standing until all the winners have been announced. And after the ceremony, please see Mrs. Ottoman to receive your certificates. Audience, please hold your applause until all winners have been announced. Lisette De La Rosa is a recipient of the Renewable Brooks Family Generation Scholarship and the Fifth Third Minority Bank Scholarship. The Brooks Scholarship is granted to 2 area scholars who have had strong involvement in high school and community activities and serve as role models for other young people. The Fifth Third Scholarship is an area-wide award for minority applicants who will be first-generation college students with great promise for the future. Aliyah Hahn is the winner of 3 foundation scholarships. The Jesse F. Dahlman Scholarship is an area-wide honor for young women who have achieved academic excellence, leadership, and a record of community involvement. The Franklin D. Cry Scholarship was established for outstanding leaders by Mr. Cry, a Holland High School graduate and teacher with the West Ottawa schools for 30 years. And finally, Aaliyah will receive the Carrie B. and David E. Jasper Scholarship, an academic award that requires recipients to enroll in a bachelor's degree program in math, science, or engineering. Maria Price has won both the Anne E. Dirksey Memorial Nursing Scholarship and the Agnes Zuverink Norman Nursing Scholarship. The Dirksey Award was established in memory of a woman who found great joy in her career as a nurse, while the Zuverink Norman Scholarship was established in honor of a woman who served as a flight nurse in the U.S. Air Force and earned the Air Medal Citation for her courage in evacuating wounded soldiers from the combat areas in Korea. Samuel Beetham is the recipient of the Franz Family Scholarship. The Franz Scholarship is awarded to a student from a family with an internationally adopted child or children. Selection criteria include academic achievement, involvement in community and school activities, and leadership. Jasmine Garcia is one of 15 Hayworth Scholarship recipients, and Alexander Key is a lone winner of the Renewable J.W. Hayworth Scholarship. Each year, Hayworth offers a variety of higher education awards to worthy and aspiring students. It's one way the company cultivates hope for the future and invests in its communities. Students from across our nation and Canada compete for Hayworth scholarships. Ariana Knox and Leslie Vargas are winners of the Kaminsky Family Scholarship. The Kaminsky Scholarship was established to ensure that doors of opportunity will remain open to motivated students. Leticia Roman is a winner of the Latin Americans United for Progress Dream Scholarship. The Laup Dream Awards were established for area students who demonstrate academic achievement as well as significant involvement in community and school activities. Petra Braunheis is the recipient of the Charles and Beatrice Coulier Scholarship. The Couliers established this award out of gratitude for blessings received and as an expression of their belief in the value of higher education. In addition to the Collier Scholarship, Petra will receive the Samuel Mings Scholarship. The Mings Scholarship was established in memory of an outstanding Hope College student who was an active member of the Holland and Zeeland community. The scholarship is competitive area-wide for students planning to attend Hope College. Megan McCormick is the recipient of the Nyden Scholarship for the Children of Widows. The Nyden Scholarship is awarded to highly motivated students, academic achievers who have suffered the loss of a parent. Deja Carter is the winner of the Alice O. Rydell Interior Design Scholarship. The Rydell Scholarship is competitive among all area schools and is given to a senior with plans to enroll in an accredited interior design program. Jaden Van Morik is the recipient of the Ty Ann Smith Memorial Scholarship. The foundation is able to offer the Smith Scholarship thanks in part to the generosity of the West Ottawa class of 1999. The scholarship was established in memory of a West Ottawa graduate who is remembered for her unfaltering positive attitude and unwavering strength. Erin Jones has won the Brenda Soders Family Scholarship, an award based on high academic performance and a strong record of service to church and community. Isabel Correa is the recipient of the renewable Wayne A. Sturr Family Scholarship. Mr. Sturr established this scholarship as an award, the scholarship award as a way to give back to his hometown and to honor his nieces. To be eligible, students must be academic achievers and leaders with plans to study science, technology, engineering, math, accounting, education, or healthcare. Dominic Aquino and Riley Vara have won the University of Michigan Club of Holland Scholarship. This area-wide award goes to future Wolverines who have demonstrated high academic achievement, service, and leadership. Emma DeNave and Tess Monahan are winners of the area-wide renewable Wagner Catholic Scholarship. This scholarship was established by Thomas Wagner for scholars who are members of one of Holland's 2 Roman Catholic churches. To qualify, students must demonstrate high academic achievement, strong leadership, and service to parish and community. Alyssa Anderson is the winner, one of 6 area-wide winners of the David Wiersma Memorial Scholarship. This area-wide award is reserved for varsity golfers who possess good character. Mia Patchen was selected for this year's West Ottawa Class of 1999 scholarship. The Class of 99 established the scholarship with the understanding that the gift of education lasts forever. Selection is based on academic achievement, leadership, community service, and contributions to the graduating class. Lindsay Lane is a recipient of the Mark F. Winia Memorial Scholarship. The Winia Scholarship is reserved for area soccer players based on their academic success and participation in soccer, but more importantly, their involvement in soccer activities such as coaching and refereeing. And last but not least, Puki Kunsaba has won the Ted and Yuki Yamaoka Scholarship. The Yamaoka Scholarship is awarded to a student who will be attending MSU and who exemplifies the characteristics Adam Kimple so admired in his grandparents: hard work, humility, and compassion. Please join me in congratulating this year's Foundation Scholarship winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Timmerman, and thank you to the Community Foundation for those wonderful area-wide scholarships. We have many guests and family members here with us this morning to present memorial scholarships. We welcome you and thank you for being here. Memorial scholarships are set up by families and friends as a way of remembering loved ones and benefiting West Ottawa students as they move into their future. These memorial scholarships are given by families who feel a deep connection to West Ottawa Public Schools and are strongly committed to supporting and encouraging our graduates. Now will the following students please come forward and join us on stage? Paris Bedford, Maria Price, Katia Dela Cruz, Krista Carter, Anna Saywert, Lauren Travis, Dana Tippett, Megan McCormick, Genevieve Gilliam, Andrew Durr, Leticia Roman, Aaron McGinnis, Aaliyah Hahn, Jalen Van Morick, and Abigail LeDuc. It's going to be a bit crowded up here. Jim Ottoman is here this morning to present our first memorial scholarship, the Amy Ottoman Memorial Award.
I would just like to say that I think those banners look outstanding. As kids growing up, we didn't have very much. It was hand-me-downs and it was government assistance. So my mom always told me, you better give back. My sister was the definition of that. She tragically passed away at 24. By the time she was 24, she was already an oncology nurse, which is a cancer nurse. She had developed and cultivated over 1,000 hours of volunteer work with the Special Olympics, with Listening Ear, and with Mothers in Transition. Obviously, her EFT score was not very high. She didn't let that define herself. She went and did something with her life, even though she wasn't here very long. So the moral of these scholarships, it doesn't matter if your EFT score is really high or really low. It doesn't guarantee success, and it doesn't guarantee struggles. What does guarantee success is dedication, hard work, and in my opinion, giving back. It's really easy for us as a family to give back and to honor her legacy. I can see my sister Amy in my kids every single day. Taylor's hard work and his effective stubbornness, and he is stubborn. JD's smile and his whimsical nature. Lauren's kindness and her willing to give back, and Leo's undaunting energy. There were 65 applicants this year, and we would have loved to give out 65 awards, but it's just not feasibly possible. So we have picked 2 nurses and, of course, a Chippewa. This year's recipients are Maria Price for $1,000. Anna Saywert for $1,000. Congratulations. And Leticia Romaine for $500. Thank you, good luck, and go well.
They can go down. Leticia needs to stay. You have to stay. You have to stay. Mrs. Jen DeWard and Mrs. Lindsay Walcott are here to present the Bryce Thomas Memorial Scholarship.
On behalf of Tom and Leslie Martin, we are honored to present the first annual Bryce Andrew Thomas Memorial Scholarship. We must first pass along heartfelt thanks for everything that you, students, staff, families, and community members have done in support of Bryce's family and friends since January, as well as your generous donations in Bryce's memory for this scholarship.
This memorial scholarship was established to honor and remember Bryce Andrew Thomas. Bryce was an outstanding athlete, a champion for others, and a super fan of West Ottawa. The BAT Memorial Scholarship is designed to provide support during a student's freshman year at college. Candidates for this scholarship were considered and chosen based on 3 criteria inspired by Bryce's legacy here at West Ottawa. First, the student competed as a West Ottawa athlete. Second, the student participated in West Ottawa Broadcasting News and through WOBN supported many West Ottawa groups and events. And third, the student worked purposefully in partnerships with students with special needs.
We have 2 graduating seniors to honor this first year. Our first recipient had outstanding efforts on the volleyball court. She put in countless extra hours on special WOBN projects and programming in service of others. She worked as a link, providing peer-to-peer support for a student with special needs. She was also an active participant in regular collaboration between the WOBN students and Mrs. DeWard students, which we enthusiastically call DeWally. Paris Bedford will receive a $1,900 BAT Memorial Scholarship for her freshman year. It's one more way that Bryce can continue to look after her as she heads to Southern Mississippi this fall. Congratulations, Paris.
Our second recipient has been a force on the pitching mound, a steady and quiet leader in WOBN, an integral part of Links and Diwali activities. She is someone who is taking care of people when no one is really looking. Krista Carter will also receive a $1,900 BAT Memorial Scholarship for her freshman year as she pursues special education at Hope College. Congratulations, Krista. Graduates, you are and always will be part of the Panther family. We celebrate with you today and wrap you in love and support. Congratulations, West Ottawa class of 2018.
Mr. B.J. Berghorst was a former West Ottawa English and speech teacher, and we are pleased to present in his memory $350 scholarships to the following 6 students. Katia Dela Cruz, who will attend Central Michigan University. Lauren Travis, who will attend Central Michigan University. Dana Tippett, who will attend Grand Valley State University. Leticia Roman, who will attend Central Michigan University. Megan McCormick, who will attend Hope College. Aaron McGinnis, who will attend Grand Valley State University. And Genevieve Gilliam, who will attend Western Michigan University. Congratulations to these students. Good job. You guys can head down. Arati Sharangpani was a 1993 West Ottawa graduate who lost her life in a tragic plane crash in 1996 while she was still a senior at the University of Michigan. Her family established a scholarship to honor an outstanding senior brass player in our orchestra. This year's selection is Aaliyah Hahn, who will attend Michigan State University. Congratulations, Aaliyah. The Scott C. Spence Memorial Scholarship is given annually in honor of Scott Spence, a West Ottawa parent who died unexpectedly in 2014. The Scott C. Spence Memorial Award is a $1,000 scholarship for a senior who has been a member of the girls' swim or water polo team at West Ottawa during the school year. This year's Scott C. Spence Award goes to Abby Leduc, who will attend Hope College. The family of Mr. Dean Christopher, his wife Darlene and daughter Jessica are not here this morning. They are here this morning. To honor Dean, who was West Ottawa's band director over 4 of 15 years. Mr. Mike Hammond is also here on their behalf.
Thank you. It is my distinct honor to present the Mr. C. Band Scholarship on behalf of Mr. Christopher's family and friends and former students that helped fund this very generous scholarship. Mr. Christopher, I had the honor to work with him for 5 years before he had to retire for health reasons, and it was an amazing time with him. He had a great sense of humor. For many folks, he came across as having a gruff exterior. However, what most folks didn't see that I got the opportunity to see is the time that he spent with students after class or after school, helping them to deal with things, whether they were struggles musically, struggles with home life, or struggles with just the stuff that you deal with being a teenager trying to make it through high school. He was an extremely, extremely caring man. Another great quality of Dean's was his consistent effort at trying to make improvements. 18 years ago this month, I visited West Ottawa trying to check out the job and decide whether or not I wanted to actually apply for the job that was open at the time. And so I spent the day touring around with Dean. We talked a great deal. Dean was known to, around the band's world, amongst directors as, let's say, not lacking confidence in any manner. However, as we went through the day and as we got towards the end of the day, Dean turned to me and looked and said, "You know, Mike, we've got a lot of great things going on here at West Ottawa, but there's an awful lot of things that we think we can do better, and we really want to try to improve." For me, that hooked me because that is in line with what I want to do. I hope that we are carrying on that strong tradition in Mr. Christopher's honor to constantly pursue improvement, and I know that that typifies our award winner this year. This year's winner of the Mr. C. Band Scholarship is going to go on to pursue a major in instrumental music in the area of music performance on jazz drum set at Western Michigan University. Our recipient is Mr. Drew Durr.
Tyler Parsons was a member of the class of 2014 and an IB diploma program candidate. Tyler would have graduated from West Ottawa in 2014. However, his family moved to Tokyo, Japan just before his senior year. Tyler was very hesitant to leave his friends at WOH, but typical of him, he easily found close friends at the American school in Japan where he attended. Tyler completed high school in Japan and then returned to the States and enrolled at Michigan State University that fall. In January of 2015, we tragically lost Tyler. His parents were not able to join us this year. However, I am honored to present this award as Tyler was a student who I was personally close with during his time at West Ottawa. His mother sent me this letter to read to you. Our son, Tyler, had the unique gift of true empathy, endless love, and acceptance of all. Throughout his short life, he was able to instantly make all around him feel like they were the most important person in the room. The summer before his senior year in high school, our family moved to Tokyo. Although Tyler was sad to leave his friends, his school, and his community, he acclimated instantly and easily absorbed the Japanese culture with excitement and respect. He worked with children at the high school in Japan and volunteered to help build a clean water system and a new school in a remote village in Thailand. He was profoundly changed by that experience and strived to have a career where he could continue to help people throughout his life. Tyler enrolled at MSU where he was studying neuroscience and pre-med. We are so sad to have lost Tyler in the first semester of his freshman year in 2015, and we miss him every day. We are honored to continue his legacy through this scholarship at West Ottawa. The poet Mahmoud Darwish wrote, "Those who are missing become more present in their absence. When we are no longer able to make new memories, it becomes solely our responsibility to keep them present, even in their absence." Because Tyler was kind and generous to a fault, it is without doubt that part of Tyler's legacy is to help other young people who embody similar traits achieve their goals and move forward in helping this world become a better place. His motto in his senior year was Gandhi's, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." Like us, this year's recipient of the Tyler Parsons Memorial Scholarship has also experienced profound grief in her life. I believe she has some idea what it feels like to be forced to stand in the crater of destruction that was your former life and have no choice but to scratch and claw your way out to continue on despite the circumstances. Unless you have been in this situation, it is impossible to grasp how difficult or exhausting this is. While maintaining a grueling class schedule, participating in extracurricular activities, and volunteering in many areas of her community, this recipient has clawed her way up and developed a love of helping others. Like Tyler, she plans on pursuing a medical degree. Through grief, adversity, perseverance, and hard work, she has found a path toward a life of helping others. It is with great honor that our family presents the Tyler Parsons Memorial Scholarship to Jalen Van Morik. Will the following students please join us on stage at this time? Kathy Rodas, Isabel Snope, Dominic Aquino, Matthew Marat, Sam Beetham, Tess Monahan, and Louisa Hall. Mrs. Mary Lou Parker, a former West Ottawa High School librarian, and her family established an award in memory of her parents, Edward and Edna Hindert. These awards are given to students each year who have shown a love of books and have made an extensive use of the West Ottawa libraries. This year's Hindert Book Award goes to Kathy Rodas, who will attend Grand Rapids Community College. Congratulations, Kathy. Mary Krieger taught physical education and coached at West Ottawa schools for 33 years. In her will, Mrs. Krieger provided generously for scholarship funds, and this year's recipients will each receive $3,000 awards. The Krieger Memorial Scholarships go to Sam Beetham, the University of Michigan, and Isabel Snope, Hope College. For the past 20 years, Mrs. Wesley Waldron has provided generous scholarships to some of our top students. We are pleased to present 2 scholarships, one in memory of her son, Philip Waldron, and the other in memory of her husband, Mr. Wesley Waldron, a former member of our West Ottawa School Board. This year, Tess Monahan, University of Notre Dame, and Dominic Aquino, the University of Michigan, will receive these $1,000 scholarships. Congratulations, Tess and Dom. The West Ottawa Memorial Scholarships are provided each year through funds contributed by current West Ottawa staff members to support and encourage some of our top academic students as they pursue higher education. Congratulations to this year's outstanding recipients, Louisa Hall, Michigan State University, and Matthew Marat, Butler University. Good job. Now, Mrs. Lacey Ottoman and Mr. Phil Spreitzer will announce the West Ottawa Internal Community Scholarships.
Will the following students please come to the stage? Addison Ponzi, Pookie Kunsenbot, Anna Saywert, Caroline Sisson, Petra Branias, Riley Vara, Audrey Pohl, Alex Key, Dominic Aquino, Mia Patchen, Jalen Van Morick, Emma Denave, Julia Burkholder, Good morning. We would like to welcome Mrs. Deb Keekover, former West Ottawa athletic trainer and teacher, to present the Koning Keekover Sports Medicine Scholarship.
Good morning, all. For those new people here, you're in for something here. The math teacher in me has been watching the time, and the phys ed teacher knows we have to move. So this is your chance. Stand up, stretch. Go ahead, everybody, go ahead. Yes. That way they're awake when I talk. I got this down, you know? Figure out they're awake when I talk. Are you yawning?
It's your horn.
Is he yawning? Okay, we got to get back to it. Thank you. All right, it's always hard to follow that section because two of those people were my teachers, and two of them were my students that I worked with, and two of them were people that I worked with as teachers. So I have connections with West Ottawa, and that's one of the reasons I set up this scholarship in the first place. The Koning Keekover Scholarship, it's based on both of my names, my parents and my husband's family. We thought we'd go together on this because I, just like Mr. Ottoman, started out with, we didn't have money to go to school, we didn't have money to go to college. I was the first generation to go to college and had to work and appreciated getting scholarships. And when I look for the person to get this scholarship, I look for that kind of behavior, shall I say. Support from family, a connection that I might have with that person. And there were more than one, unfortunately, in this set of applicants, because I still work a lot at West Ottawa. So that part is difficult, but I look for that, and that they volunteer in the area, and long-term relationships. I appreciated the job that I have because it's not like a doctor who sees somebody once a year or something like that. I got to see kids on an ongoing basis. I still have athletes that come up to me from the 80s. Okay, I'm old, all right? And they come back and talk to me and show me pictures of their family, and it's just really a good connection. And we have a few in that pile who are also in that category that I have connection with, but I had to narrow it down to one, and I do have a connection with this person through working with sports, and I know that she volunteers a lot in the area, and she's going into physical therapy, which is right up my canal. And that award this year goes to Addison Ponzi.
Senior Class Advisor, Ms. Sherilyn Waymiller, will present the Senior Class Scholarship.
The Senior Class Scholarship is awarded to students who, over the course of their years at West Ottawa, demonstrated leadership and service to their class. These students have had a true West Ottawa experience and also helped create it for others. It is with great pleasure that I present two $500 scholarships to Alex Key and Pookie Kunsambat.
Student Senate Advisors, Mr. Doug Mandrick and Mrs. Kristen Reynes, will present the Student Senate Red Cross Leadership Awards.
Oh, good morning. morning, students. Sorry, my line. Good morning, students, staff, and the class of 2018. My name is Kristen Renas, and this is Doug Mandrick, and we have the good fortune to be the advisors to the West Ottawa High School Student Senate.
On behalf of the West Ottawa Senate, we would like to extend our congratulations to all of you on a job well done. It's an honor to be here this morning to recognize a few of your very own with a leadership award on behalf of the Student Senate. The West Ottawa High School Student Senate is a student leadership organization whose mission is focused on serving the West Ottawa High School students and staff, as well as the community at large. Our organization is in charge of a number of big events such as homecoming, assemblies, and the Month of Caring, including the annual toy drive and Senior Survivor, Senior Oscars, and of course 2 semi-annual blood drives sponsored by the Red Cross.
All right, with that said, it has been an absolute pleasure working with our 2018 Student Senate seniors this year. They are, simply put, just amazing individuals. This crew across the board, although outstanding individually, what is far more impressive about this group is the team mentality that they possess. They learned early on that in order to achieve the extraordinary, there's no excuses, no individualistic traits, there's just a team mindset. To borrow from the Michigan basketball team, do more, say less. They work extremely hard and have leaned on one another to make their ideas not only come to fruition, but break all sorts of records doing so, some of which you'll likely hear a little bit later. So I'm pleased to announce, and it shouldn't surprise anyone with this entire class of 2018, that the Senate has decided to award a record-breaking 10 seniors with the Red Cross West Ottawa Student Senate Leadership Award for their dedication and service to the West Ottawa community. When you hear your name called, please step forward to receive your certificate. Dominic Aquino. Emma Denave. Pookie Kumsambat. Alex Key. Yes. Addison Ponzi. Mia Patchen. Miss Anna Saywert. Miss Carolyn Sisson. Riley Vara, and Jalen Vidmore. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, no problem. Congratulations. Thank you guys for your service to the students and the West Ottawa community.
We also have the pleasure of awarding an at-large donor scholarship on behalf of the Red Cross. Every year, the West Ottawa Student Senate hosts 2 blood drives. Typically, each of these drives brings in enough blood to save over 250 lives. We are the largest one-day donor site in our entire region. With that said, the Red Cross has generously provided scholarship money to a West Ottawa senior who played a role in our drive's success. At this time, I'd like to recognize Audrey Pohl for her efforts.
Mrs. Mary Dupre, President of the West Ottawa Education Association, will announce the WOEA Education Scholarship.
Thank you and good morning. The West Ottawa Education Association, also known as the WOEA, is composed of elementary, middle, and high school educators employed by the West Ottawa Public School District that voluntarily choose to be linked together by membership. Why do we as educators choose to pay dues and belong to this professional education association? As one collective unit, we are committed to providing students, educators, and our community with the very best quality education, and environment to learn and work. Throughout a given school year, our association supports numerous worthy causes, such as Purple Out, a food drive, Socktober, the West Ottawa Bookmobile, and the WOEA Scholarship Fund. Each year, a portion of our dues are allocated to provide financial support for these and other important causes. The West Ottawa Education Scholarship is awarded to a senior student who is pursuing a career in education. To assist me in presenting the 2018 West Ottawa Education Association Scholarship is our WOEA Scholarship Chairperson and Treasurer, Mrs. Heemstra. It is our privilege to present the 2018 WOEA Scholarship to Petra Bronius. Petra Bronius plans to attend Hope College and major in elementary education and minor in Spanish. Here are just a few of the descriptors that were provided by individuals that submitted letters of recommendation for Petra. Compassionate, sincere, thoughtful, honest, empathetic, intelligent, diligent, committed, organized, involved, enthusiastic, creative, wise, brave, a quality leader, and a passion to serve others. Petra, these are truly qualities that will be essential in your pursuit to becoming an elementary educator. Take it from the West Ottawa Education Association members. Being an educator is clearly one of the most challenging and rewarding careers one can enter. We know that you will make a significant difference in the lives of children, much like the members of our Education Association have made in your life over the years that you have attended West Ottawa Public Schools. Congratulations to you as the 2018 WOEA Scholarship recipient, and to you, the class of 2018, for accomplishing such an important milestone in your lives, earning your high school diploma. It has truly been our pleasure and our privilege to assist each and every one of you in being college, career, and life ready.
The class of 1968 has generously provided a scholarship to commemorate their class. The following $500 scholarship is awarded to Julia Burkholder in celebration of West Ottawa's class of 1968's 50th reunion. The slogan for the class of 1968 was, "We're good, we're great, we're the class of 68." Congratulations, Julia.
Would the following students please come forward at this time? And when we call your name, can you stay down by the bottom of the ramp because there are quite a few of you. Logan Weisner, Isaac Sierra, Anavong Chantabuli, Kayla Kong, Drew Pedersen, Hannah Lindstrom, Leslie Blanco, Thomas Yonker, Elena Izquierdo, Piper Kramer, Brittany Key, Tina Soharabi, Isabella Correa, Sienna Rakadokovitz, Jalen Van Morik, Abigail Rosiak, Brian Lopez Villegas, Wendy Colin Carlos, Estela Izquierdo, and Petra Branias. Please come forward. Brenner Oil has once again very generously provided a $500 scholarship. I thought I had said them. Let me start that again. Brenner Oil has once again very generously provided a $500 scholarship to a senior from the class of 2018. This year, the winner of this scholarship is Logan Weisner, who will be attending Grand Valley State University. Congratulations, Logan. The Perigo Corporation has once again generously provided $6,000 for 6 scholarships that recognize students' excellence in math and science. This year's recipients are Brittany Key, who
who will be attending Stanford University, Isaac Sierra, who will be attending the University of Chicago, Tina Soharabi, who will be attending the University of California at San Diego, Anavong Chantabuli, who will be attending Grand Rapids Community College, Isabella Correa, who will be attending Central Michigan University, and Kayla Kong, who will be attending Michigan State University. Congratulations. We are very fortunate to have scholarship endowment provided by a former West Ottawa graduate, Mr. John Weiss. Mr. Weiss was an architect and a partner of the architectural firm that designed many of our West Ottawa buildings. This $1,000 scholarship is provided to encourage student planning or a student planning to go into a field of art or design. This year's Progressive A&E scholarship goes to Sienna Radakovitz, who will be attending Michigan State University. Treadway Corporation selects 2 of our West Ottawa students each year for the George and Lucinda Herringa Memorial Scholarships. The students selected for this significant award must have a high academic achievement, along with involvement in activities and service to their community. This year, they have selected Drew Pedersen, who will be attending the University of Michigan, and Jalen Van Morik, who will be attending Hope College for these $1,000 awards. Congratulations. Quincy Street Incorporated, represented by Ms. Stephanie Dykegraff and Ms. Carol Caparola, are here this morning to present the Quincy Street Award.
Good morning, I'm Carol Caparola, and this is Stephanie Dykegraff, and we're from Quincy Street Incorporated, and we're producers of quality pork products. Today, we're honored to award a $1,000 agricultural scholarship to Thomas Yonker. We're so very impressed with this young man and his qualifications, and wish him the best in his future. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Good luck
much.
to you.
Primera Plastics is helping students defy expectations by providing several generous scholarships. This year, Stephanie Nichols is with us to present 2 West Ottawa students with Primera Pathways scholarships.
Good morning. I'd like to take a minute just to give a brief description of our Primera Pathway program. Noel Cuellar, he's the owner and founder of Primera Plastics, and he is highly passionate about education and personal development. He developed the Primera Pathway program to give young adults on-the-job training and skills that would jumpstart their journey in personal development. This program empowers young adults to take control of their success. Each individual is coached on developing skills to ensure success in their desired field of interest. Young adults working towards finishing high school are given the opportunity to save money for college and/or trade school through financial intelligence coaching. They're advised on how to budget and save. After graduation, Primera will match up to $2,500 of what the individual has saved to go towards trade school or college. On behalf of Primera Plastics, we are proud to present Elena Izquierdo and Estela Izquierdo with the Primera Pathway Scholarship. We wish them the best. Congratulations.
I'm going to need one more senior to join us up here. Jaden Van Morik, please come up. This morning, we are happy to also invite Mr. Jeff Mattman and Mr. Zucker to present the 2018 awards for the Holland Optimist Club.
Good morning, graduates of 2018. The Holland Optimist Club is one of 2,500 clubs within Optimist International. Optimists are a group of volunteers that make a positive difference in the youth within our community. We are here to present 2 awards this morning. The first award is for our essay contest. Jeff.
Can society function without respect? After making several arguments about the need for respect among the members of our society, our essay contest winner included the words and concluded with the words, "It is clear that respect within society is a benefit not to be taken for granted. It is a gift, one of which people should continue to give to others altruistically and enthusiastically. For it is both better to give and receive amongst others." It is indeed a great honor to give this scholarship to Jaden Van Morik. The Optimist Club is also offering an award for service. It is written that each one should use whatever gift he has received to serve others, he or she. And obviously this individual has a gift of service to serve, having offered up more than 400 hours of volunteer service. We are honored to give this gift, this scholarship award, to Wendy Collin Carter.
We welcome the student council representatives and teacher Amy Van Allsburg from the Lakewood Elementary School to present the Lakewood Elementary Scholarship.
Good morning, senior class, teachers, and family members. We are here as representatives from Lakewood Student Council. It is a pleasure to be here with you on this special morning for the senior class. Lakewood students raise money through our Friday popcorn sales for 2 scholarships this year. Thank you to all the former Lakewood students who submitted an application for the scholarship. The teacher committee was so impressed by all the applicants and their commitment to be involved in a variety of school activity.
Lakewood students have accomplished great things since leaving elementary school. They have been leaders in academics, sports, and the arts. Your teachers are really proud of you, and we are too.
On behalf of everyone at Lakewood, we are pleased to present this year's Lakewood Scholarship to 2 students, Piper Kramer, who will be attending Oberlin College next fall, and Petra Bronius, who will be attending Hope College. We wish you all the best as you start this next exciting adventure.
We now welcome the Student Council representatives and teacher Vicki Devine from Waukezu Elementary School to present the Waukezu Elementary School Scholarship.
Hello, my name is McKenna Welliver. I'm a 5th grader at Waukezu Elementary.
And I am Caleb Montgomery, a 4th grader. We are here today with Mrs. Devine representing the students and staff of Waukezu Elementary.
Our school raised money this year with popsicle and popcorn sales and a very busy school store. Some of that money supported local and international charities, and some of that money was earmarked for our Waukezu Scholarship. This is our 12th year for awarding this scholarship.
We had 11 alumni apply this year, and the decision was a tough one. Today we award 2 $1,000 scholarships to distinguished Waukezu alumni.
Though the decision was tough, two students were selected that we felt embodied all that Waukezu instills in its graduates.
Our first recipient of a $1,000 scholarship is Hannah Lindstrom.
The second recipient of a $1,000 scholarship is Abigail Rosiak.
Thank you and congratulations to all who applied.
Best wishes to the senior class of 2018.
This year, we were fortunate enough to award 2 scholarships to first-generation college-bound seniors who took full advantage of our college advising services. To Brian Lopez Villegas and Leslie Blanco, who will be attending Michigan State University and Ferris State University, respectively. Please come receive your awards.
Let's give all these fine students a round of applause. On behalf of the counseling staff, I extend a heartfelt congratulations to the entire class of 2018. We are so proud of all of you. Graduating high school is a very significant milestone in your lives, and we recognize all of the hard work that has gone into your achievement. Many of you seniors have had to overcome serious obstacles to get to where you are today. Included in this amazing graduating class are 220 seniors who have indicated they will be the first in their family to continue their education beyond high school. This furthering education includes trade school, military enlistment, 2- or 4-year colleges. We're so proud of you, and we're excited for the bright future ahead for you and your families. Please stand so that you may be recognized. This is an extremely talented group of students. With such a very large class, we always wish there were many more scholarships to be given. We had many internal scholarship applicants, and we commend all of those who applied. Well done. Working on scholarships is truly a team effort. We want to thank all of the counselors and teachers who wrote numerous letters of recommendation for your scholarship and college applications, which I'm certain you gave them plenty of time to do. If you are a staff member who has written a letter of recommendation for a senior this year, please stand so that we may give you a round of applause. One of the largest sources of scholarship funding is from the colleges themselves. The class of 2018 has done exceptionally well in earning college merit scholarships based on their high school grades and test scores. A listing of the students who self-reported their awards can be found in your printed program this morning. Now, will all students who received scholarships from their colleges please stand? Thank you. We have calculated these awards to total over $5.1 million. When renewable scholarships are taken into account, this class has earned a new record of over $19.9 million. Congratulations to all of these students.
For the first time, West Ottawa High School is proud to offer the Seal of Biliteracy on our high school diploma. The Michigan Seal of Biliteracy is an award presented to students who have demonstrated proficiency in English and at least one other world language. West Ottawa High School promotes English language development, world language proficiency, and heritage language maintenance. In order to qualify for the Seal of Biliteracy, seniors must pass all English language arts graduation requirements, as well as score high in the high intermediate range on an advanced placement world language exam, an international baccalaureate world language exam, or an assessment of performance toward proficiency in languages exam. Students must also complete an application for the Seal of Biliteracy with qualifying scores during the spring of their senior year. The following seniors on the screen have successfully applied for the Seal of Biliteracy with qualifying scores. Please stand as your name is called. Rebecca Lopez Lustenberger, Denzel Lopez Cuellar, Jaya Han, Sarai Garcia, Alejandra Gallegos Ordaz, Lizette De La Rosa, Jackson Mactava, Ellery Tinholt, Leslie Vargas, Edgar Mandujano, Isabel Polanco, Wendy Colin Carlos, Luis Marines, Valerie Nava, Denise Gonzalez Valencia, Nancy Roman, Anavan Chantabuli, and Tyler Basma. Congratulations to these biliterate graduates. You may be seated. When reviewing the senior class and all of their accomplishments, 20 students stood out for an astonishing achievement. These 20 students have had perfect attendance throughout their high school career. Let me say that again, underclassmen. They've had perfect attendance all 4 years. That means no unexcused absences and no tardies all 4 years. It can be done. Please help me congratulate the following students as they stand and be recognized. Alyssa Anderson, Dominic Aquino, Travis Bethke, Alicia Bora, Matthew Butts, Hannah Chow, Luciano Sestaro, Ethan Kowalchuk, Aaron Jones, Aubrey Clavan, Piper Kramer, Alex Key, Brittany Key, Brendan Lee, Daniel Mauger, Kayla Myers, Annie Wynn, Emma Rockhorst, Jessica Roxbury, and Caroline Sisson. These are truly career-ready graduates. Just remain standing a minute longer so our underclassmen can see you. Even traveling between buildings multiple times, hundreds of times, over the course of 4 years, they have maintained perfect attendance and been on time to every single class. Awesome job. Congratulations. Will Aaliyah Hahn please come to the stage? Do we have people here? Scholarship chairperson and elected officials from the Holland Elks Lodge number 1315 are here today to present a very special award, the Elks Most Valuable Student Award.
The Holland Elks is just a small portion of the National Foundation of Elks throughout the United States. And Aaliyah has gone through the gauntlet, applying for our Elks National Foundation Most Valuable Student Award. And I'm proud to say that as she has progressed through the process, in the end of April, went to the national competition in Chicago, and out of 29,000 applicants, the National Elks gives up $2.4 million a year for scholarships, and Aaliyah made it to the final 19 out of them 29,000, finished in second place for a $40,000 scholarship to MSU for the Elks National Foundation. And all of your paperwork will be coming from the National Elks out of Chicago. They have it all for you, so congratulations.
Now, Lynn Raymond will present several awards from Students Live United.
Good morning. I'm actually not Lynn Raymond. I'm Camille Massey. I'm the Students Live United Coordinator for Greater Ottawa County. It has been my honor and very big privilege to be this coordinator this year and get to work so closely with the 6 students that I'm about to give 3 awards to, 2 of which come from the state of Michigan. The 6 seniors I'm about to name collectively have done 3,615 volunteer hours in the Ottawa County area. So, without further ado, the Students Live United Award is for the seniors who've completed at least 100 hours over their 4 years of their senior career. The Governor of Michigan's Award of Excellence is for a senior who has completed over 400 hours of volunteer work in over their 4 years in high school. And the Volunteer Centers of Michigan Student Services Award is also awarded to seniors who have completed over 400 hours throughout their 4 years. West Ottawa is one of 2 high schools that are participating in the Students Live United program, who all of their graduating seniors from the program have earned all 3 awards. So, will Jeha Han join me? 408 hours. Matthew Morrell with 472 hours. Ashley Johnson with 485 hours. Dominic Aquino with 491 hours. Alexander Key with 537 hours. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're okay. And finally, the senior who has completed the most hours in all of the Students Live United program across Ottawa County, surpassing the rest of the students by more than 700 hours in her 4 years, with all of her other extracurriculars and all of her amazing things that she has already done. Mia Patchen with 1,220 hours of volunteer work. You're very welcome. Congratulations, seniors. Best of luck in all that you do.
Each fall, the West Ottawa High School staff is asked to select a senior for a very prestigious honor, the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizens Award. The DAR Good Citizens Award and Scholarship Contest was created in 1934 and recognizes and rewards individuals who possess the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. This year, Mia Patchen was selected to represent the class of 2018. Mia, please stand to be recognized. Congratulations. We would also like to take a moment to again mention that many seniors reported what scholarships they have earned, and that list is printed on your program. We would also like to invite any student who received a full tuition or other significant scholarship to any college or university, including the Hale, Centralis, Medallion, ROTC, athletic scholarships, and those students who will be receiving the Tuition Incentive Program TIP Scholarship from the state of Michigan to stand and be recognized. Awesome. And now, here to present recognition for AP awards and International Baccalaureate Diploma Certificates or candidates is AP and IB Coordinator, Mrs. Corbin Van Dam.
Good morning, seniors. It is my honor to serve as your AP Coordinator at West Ottawa High School. Many of you have taken a number of AP courses throughout your 4 years at West Ottawa. Thank you for your hard work and your dedication to your AP coursework. We're proud of you for choosing to challenge yourself by taking rigorous college-level courses. AP exams were administered for 2 weeks in May. We just finished Friday. This year, we had 462 students from grades 9 through 12, and you sat for 813 AP exams. Today, we recognize members of the senior class that have earned the awards of AP Scholar, AP Scholar with Honor, AP Scholar with Distinction, or National AP Scholar. It should be noted that these awards do not include AP exam scores from this year, as you just finished your exams. The scores from this year will be released in July, and then College Board will revise these awards. We do anticipate that these awards will increase significantly once the 2018 scores are released. At the current time, though, we do have 56 various AP Scholar Awards that have been granted to your class. 23 members of the senior class have earned the award of AP Scholar. This award is granted to students who receive scores of 3 or higher on 3 or more AP exams. Students, stand as I read your names. An audience, if you will please hold your applause until I have all of these students standing. Ian Anweiler, Travis Bethke, Tyler Bosma, Sam Duckworth, Louisa Hall, Eric Hindelmeyer, Aaron Jones, Aubrey Clavan, Piper Kramer, McKenna Littoral, Serena Lai, Aiden Martin, Ethan Metcalf, Julia Miller, Matthew Murrah, Mike Kwan, Andre Solorzano, Sarah Tenarmsel, Ellery Tinholt, Leslie Vargas, Aaron Weimer, Madison Wollingser, and we have Anna Werfel. These are the AP Scholars. Give them a round of applause. Thank you, students. You may be seated. We have 14 members of the senior class have earned the award of AP Scholar with honor. This award is granted to students who receive an average score of at least 3.25 on all AP exams taken and scores of 3 or higher on 4 or more of these exams. Again, students, stand as I read your names and we'll applause when they're all standing. Sam Beetham, Petra Braunheis, Luciano Sestaro, Andrew Durr, Kaylin Furlitt, Daniel Hofswell, Alex Key, Abigail Leduc, J. Beck Lee, Jenna Moss, Mia Patchen, Drew Pedersen, Caroline Sisson, and Riley Vara. Please give these students a round of applause. Thank you, students. We have 16 students that are being given the award of AP Scholar with Distinction. This award is granted to students who receive an average score of at least 3.5 on all AP exams taken and scores of 3 or higher on 5 or more of these exams. Students, again, stand as I read your name. We'll applause when they're all standing. Alyssa Anderson, Dominic Aquino, Joseph Arner, Hannah Chow, Mariana Sestaro, Danny DeForest, Stephanie Gonzi, Sam Grunler, Aaliyah Hahn, Jeha Hahn, Jenna Horner, Brittany Key, Tess Monahan, Maggie Newman, Sean Wen, and Ben Shoemaker. Congratulations. Thank you, students. Finally, we have 3 members of the senior class have earned the award of National AP Scholar. Three. And I've been doing this now for several years. I don't remember ever having 3, so this is very significant. This award is granted to students in the United States who receive an average score of at least 4 on all of their AP exams and scores of 4 or higher on 8 or more of these exams. I have 3 students that I would like to have stand. Sam Grunler, Brittany Key, and Ben Shoemaker. Go ahead and stand up, guys. Good job. Well done. You may have a seat. I also have the privilege of serving as the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Coordinator. The IB Diploma Program is a prestigious and internationally recognized educational program. High school students around the world choose to participate in this challenging but yet very rewarding program. The full IB Diploma Program and IB Diploma Program classes are taken by students in their junior and senior years of high school. Throughout the first several weeks of May, we had 39 students from grades 11 through 12, and you sat for 152 IB exams. Thank you to all of you that have participated in IB classes during your junior and or your senior years. Today, I would like to specifically recognize 8 members of the senior class that have been working to complete all of the requirements of the IB Diploma Program. The IB Diploma Program candidates began their work on the diploma program in their junior year. Over the past 2 years, these 8 candidates took 6 IB classes in different IB subjects. They completed extensive research on a topic of their choice so that they could write a 4,000-word extended essay. Also, the candidates completed the creativity, activity, and service component of the IB Diploma, which required them to participate in various activities outside of the school day. We did honor these 8 candidates at a special celebration on the evening of May 15. IB senior candidates, we are incredibly proud of your hard work, your determination, and your willingness to take a risk and participate in the full IB diploma program. We wish all of you the best as you move on to your colleges, your universities, or the world of work. IB diploma program candidates, please stand when I call your name. Please hold your applause until all 8 candidates are standing. Eric Alvarado, Daisy Bayo, Lisette De La Rosa, Rebecca Lopez Lestenberger, Jackson McTava, Alexis Moore, Thomas Skipper, and Isaac Sierra. Congratulations, candidates, on all your accomplishments. Thank you. You may be seated. I believe we have Mrs. Higgs coming up to the stage next, and she is our early college coordinator.
Good morning. We would like to now recognize the 11 seniors in the class of 2018 who have taken full advantage of the opportunity to earn college credit while still in high school through the early college program. These students will be entering a 13th year of school in the fall, and upon completion of the early college program, will have either earned an associate's degree or up to 60 transferable credits to a 4-year college at no cost to them. Will the following students who are participating in the early college program through West Ottawa High School and Muskegon Community College please stand when I call your name? Michaela Adkins, Ian Anweiler, Peyton Brimmer, Nathan DeLand, Lizzie Aguilis, Rebecca Lukes, Abigail Pierce, Miranda Singletary, Felicia Solomon, Jessica Thies, Austin Williams. Will Alex Carner please stand for his participation in the Career Line Tech Center Early College Program? Congratulations to you all. We now welcome faculty from our music department to present awards and scholarships.
I'm Mr. Meyer, and I am proud to present the Cal Longyans Award, which goes to a senior that demonstrates exceptional dedication to the music program and extreme success in many areas of the program. If we could have Tess Monahan and Dominic Aquino come down. This award is in honor of Cal Longyans. He was a longtime band and orchestra director here at West Ottawa, and then in his retirement went on to direct the Holland Chorale and the Evergreen Chorale for a number of years. And in his 80s, he's still very active in the music world and very influential in the Holland area promoting the arts. So we'd like to congratulate Tess Monahan as the winner and Dominic Aquino as the runner-up.
Next, we would ask Sean Wynn and Maggie Newman to come forward. We would like to recognize these students for the John Philip Sousa Band Award. This is in recognition of outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music, for singular merit in loyalty and cooperation, and for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. The John Philip Sousa Band Award is presented to Sean Wynn, and the runner-up for this year is Miss Maggie Newman.
The next award is the National School Choral Award. I'd like to ask Devin Nanthrath and Genevieve Gillian to please come to the stage. By the general consensus of the music faculty and recognition of singular merit, ability, and achievement of outstanding contributions to the success of the school vocal program and an unusual degree of loyalty, cooperation, and high qualities of conduct, this award is going to be given to Devin Nanthrath with the runner-up of Genevieve Gilliam.
All right, if I could have Sienna Radakovitz and Alyssa Anderson come down. The next award is the National School Orchestra Award, which is voted on by their orchestra peers in recognition of singular merit and outstanding contributions to the success of the school orchestra, for displaying an unusual degree of loyalty and cooperation, and for exemplifying that high standard of conduct that is the aim of the school instrumental program. This year's winner is Sienna Radakovitz and runner-up Alyssa Anderson. And then if we could have Drew Durr come down. The final award that we have to present is the Michigan School Band and Orchestra Association Scholar Instrumentalist Award. And that award goes to students that excel not only in the classroom, but also in the various events that MSBOA holds, such as solo and ensemble, festival, all-state auditions. This year's orchestra winner is Alyssa Anderson.
I would just like to take a brief moment to thank our West Ottawa music boosters who help us with the funding of all of these scholarships for our music students. And the cat's kind of out of the bag at this point. Drew Durr is the winner of the band version of the Scholar Instrumentalist Award.
Each year, West Ottawa High School is proud to recognize students who have committed to serving our country and continuing their education through the armed services. This year, 13 West Ottawa seniors have answered the call of duty. As you hear your name, please stand and remain standing so that you can be recognized. We'll hold our applause until all 13 are standing. United States Marine Corps, Aldair Lopez, Drake Fogarty, Tulsa Dean, Evan Roach. United States Army, Jacob Wiggins, Caitlin Midas, James Chamberlain. United States National Guard, Emilio Rivera. United States Air Force, Hannah Taylor, Nicole Cano, Cameron Kin Kansavong. United States Navy, Adam Stilson and Aaron Phillips. Let's congratulate our future military service members. At this time, can I have Michael Griffer join me on stage, please? As you can see, Paco is well loved. The Panther Award is given annually to a member of the senior class that the administration and counseling staff feels has overcome great obstacles on their road to reaching graduation and pursuit of their college dreams. While there are many students in the class of 2018 who have persevered to reach their college goals, one student stood out to us. That student was nominated and chosen by a team of staff members, and that student is Michael Griffer. Given the birth name of Michael Griffer and endearingly called Paco by his friends, he stands on stage today a depiction of resilience, grit, perseverance, determination, and humility. A student who has given far more than he has received. A person whose light has shined on others with little consideration of his own needs. A quiet leader who inspires through his personal story, steadily becoming far more than the sum of his scars. Over the course of the past month, Michael and I have spent quite a few hours together, reliving his life experiences. He has given me express permission to share his journey with you today, and Michael and I are both hopeful that the story of his life can serve as an inspiration to change the course of your life. I am not likely referring to you seniors who are preparing for graduation day. This story is for you, the 6th grade boy who struggles at home. This story is for you, the 7th grade girl who is absent too often from school. This story is for you, the 8th grader who lives in poverty and comes from a trauma-filled home. This story is for you, the 9th grader, who may not see hope in your education. This story is for the young Michael Griffer out there, the young Paco, the young boy growing up in a single-parent household, living in poverty, searching for answers as to why he has so much less than many of those who surround him in his school and his community. Michael Griffer was born in Holland, but as an infant moved to Weslaco, Texas, where he lived with his mother, her boyfriend, and multiple siblings. At 5 years old, he was transported back to Michigan into a small trailer in Fenville. 2 adults and 7 children living in a trailer in Fenville. Michael's memory of that time in his life is still pretty good. In 1st grade, he was picked up and moved to East Kentwood. This is where trouble began for Michael and his family. Multiple siblings were moved back to Texas, while Michael remained in Kentwood with his mother. Drinking, partying, domestic violence, and other issues led to loss of employment, deeper despair, and further poverty. Between 1st and 3rd grade, Michael was subjected to 6 different living arrangements and 5 different elementary schools. Many of these moves took place in the middle of the school year and had a drastic impact on Michael's ability to learn and keep up with other students his age. To this day, Michael vividly recalls that time in his life and the stress he felt each time he was forced to move schools, leave classmates, join a new classroom, a new teacher, and make new friends. He says by the age of 8, he was keenly aware that he was from a broken home and that life was going to be tough. He had a loving mother who struggled as a young mom with addiction, substance abuse, and poor choices. Michael cared deeply for her and knew that her childhood was even more traumatic than his own. In 4th grade, Michael, his mother, and siblings landed back in Holland. By happenstance at Lakewood Elementary, where Michael remembers being met by his teacher, Mrs. Van Allsburg, a group of friendly-faced classmates, and a wave of embarrassment. You see, Michael entered that 4th grade classroom as the only student wearing tattered jeans, an old black hoodie, and missing years of early childhood instruction. To this day, he remembers the shame, not about his clothes or his appearance, but the shame he felt when the around-the-world multiplication game finally made its way to his desk. The shame that cursive writing was impossible for him with no prior instruction. The shame that came with any form of homework that needed a parent's assistance. The shame that came with feeling out of place, defeated, and discouraged with school. I knew I couldn't do it. Others knew I couldn't do it. When my turn came, I just sat right back down. I could not ask questions because everyone else just got it and I didn't. They moved so fast, and I had no idea where they were going. Michael also remembers that 4th grade year as a turning point in his life. His teacher, Mrs. Van Allsburg, helped him discover what he was good at, and that was writing. She pointed out his strengths, and he felt verified, gained confidence, and continued to write. It felt good to be on equal ground with something, finally, in school. Michael also remembers meeting the boys in 5th grade. He fondly remembers Nathan, Drew, Tyler, and Max. They accepted him for who he was and did not dwell on their differences. In 5th grade, Mr. Follett engaged him in a daily game of rock, paper, scissors, which helped him begin to warm up at Lakewood. He began to realize what a stable, quality education felt like, and it felt good. The struggles faced by students living in low-income households are not isolated only to academics and education. Participation in extracurricular activities was also difficult for Michael. Living paycheck to paycheck, asking for anything that involved money was an unspeakable idea. Michael often wondered if his classmates and teammates really knew what it was like growing up poor. Did his classmates and teammates realize that he was riding his bike to Rocket football practice every day because his mother did not have her license, there was no car in the household, and there was never any money for gas? Did they have any idea why he was riding his bike to football practice? He remembers wondering why he could not go to practice like all the other kids. But he loved football, so he continued to ride his bike down the road in full pads with his helmet on through all kinds of weather. I found ways to do things that I love to do. I told myself at an early age that I was not going to quit just because of my situation. I told myself that riding my bike to practice every day would just make my legs stronger and make me a better athlete. I guess I found the silver lining in that cloud. And I always told myself that no matter how bad things seemed for me, I knew someone had it worse somewhere. I realized that life is what you make of it on those long bike rides to practice. Life is all about attitude, and the attitude is one thing that I could control in my life. My favorite quote was from comedian Kevin Hart, who said, "Everybody wants to be famous, but nobody wants to put the work in." I thought, dang, he's right. That's when I committed to putting the work in. The attitude of grit, perseverance, and positivity helped Michael build character which has and will continue to pay off. During our lengthy conversations over the past month, Michael shared many very personal stories with me. One such memory was of a Christmas during his middle school years. He recalls his friends heading off to places like Florida and Jamaica over break. He was overcome with emotion when remembering that same Christmas at his home. The only gift he received was a pillow, a single new pillow, and nothing more. He also recalls time spent at his friends' houses, remembering how they had entire pantries full of snacks. He said, "More snacks at a single pantry than I had seen in my entire life. I thought it was MTV Cribs, but it was really just my friend's house. I was eating Salisbury steak TV dinners every night, and now here I was staring at a full cupboard of real Oreos." These experiences ingrained in Michael a drive to want more for himself and his family. He knew what he wanted for his own family, for his future children, and he knew the solution began with his education. Entering middle school at Makatawa Bay, Michael remembers meeting new people, many new people, some who seemed to come from even more troubled homes than his. He recalls a turning point in his life during a high school graduation party for his older cousin, Lexi Martinez. Michael said, "This was the first time that I saw anyone in my family celebrate education. Lexi was in Upward Bound and was headed to Hope College. She was our family's first success story, and that stuck with me. I saw what success in school did for her, and I wanted that. Grades began to matter to me. Competition with myself became important. I remember Lexi telling me that college could change my life. For the first time, I knew what I wanted. I wanted to be in Upward Bound, I wanted to get good grades, and I wanted to go to college." In 7th grade, Michael began researching colleges on his own. He became interested in what college campuses looked like, and he fell in love with Michigan State University during that school year. He also recalls an unsung hero from middle school, his social studies teacher, Mr. Wah Win. Mr. Win had a unique story of his own, Michael says. Not only was he a short guy like me, but he was also a minority male who had overcome a lot of barriers, earned his college degree, and to become successful. Mr. Wynn was a silent role model to boys like me, whether he knew it or not. During his freshman year at West Ottawa High School, grades seemed to come easy to Michael. His English teacher, Mrs. Amy Wilson, pulled Michael aside one day and told him he needed to enroll in Honors English 2 the following year. Michael had not been placed in advanced courses earlier in school, and at the time did not even know such a thing existed. After finding success in that Honors English class, Michael was recommended for AP Lang. He was also encouraged by his teachers to try other AP courses. He recalls the feeling of satisfaction that came with success in the first AP course. He realized that he could do it and that he should not be scared of it. I was kind of skeptical at first. I mean, college courses? I thought, can I really do this? Mrs. Wilson was always there telling me that not only could I do it, but I was going to do it, and that I didn't have a choice because she was making me do it. Michael realized that it was easy to say that he wanted to go to college. But what about all the details? How was he going to actually get there? I felt like college was the expectation here, but all I had was a dream at the time. I contacted former West Ottawa grad and MSU student Michael Sandoval, and I asked him what it was like going to college with 30,000 white kids and only a few thousand Mexican kids. He reassured me that it was great. I knew he was a minority male who had pushed through life's problems and succeeded. I kind of followed his footsteps, I guess. I also realized that my high school was more ethnically and economically diverse than any college that I was going to choose. I knew I was going to be okay. Michael began to meet with the college advisor. He became highly involved in Upward Bound and continued to challenge himself through rigorous classes. The college application process, financial aid, FAFSA, the acceptances, and the decision process all fell into place with the help of his counselor, his teachers, and his mentors. AP Chemistry during his senior year was a challenge for Michael. For the first time, he was in a class where he did not have many friends that he could study with. He recalls the rigor of the class and remembered thinking that a degree in the medical field was easier said than done. Michael said, "It's tough to realize that you are not as smart as you think you are." AP Chemistry helped me face that, and it also helped me learn how to ask for help. That will prepare me for college as much as anything. With the help of college advisor Mr. Whitted, Michael discovered and enrolled in the Drews Scholar Program at MSU. The Drews Scholar Program is a support system for historically underrepresented minority students who are pursuing degrees in math or science. A unique attribute of Michael Griffer, and one that most people do not know, is that through all of his struggles, and despite all of the obstacles facing his personal success, he has been one of the most giving students in the class of 2018. He realized at an early age that his personal life story could be used to help change the course for other students like him. In particular, minority males from single-parent, low-income households. He has spent a considerable amount of his own time over the past 2 years mentoring middle school boys. The impact he has made on these future high school grads is undeniable and is captured by middle school teacher Kara Montgomery. Mrs. Montgomery shared the following about Michael's work with her middle school boys. She writes, "Paco is one of a kind. As an adult, I have learned so much from this young man about overcoming adversity, hard work, and most importantly, how to show compassion and true empathy for others. I have had the privilege of watching Paco in action as he mentored and connected with several of our at-risk middle school young men the last few years through our Pride program at Harbor Lights and Mac Bay. His willingness and vulnerability to share his own personal experiences with these young men created a safe place for voices to be heard, similar feelings to be shared, and ultimately for mentoring and personal growth to occur. For me, the most beautiful part of Paco is that he doesn't just say what needs to be heard, he leads his own life by being an example for others to follow. His compassion for serving others is evident not only in his words, but his actions. Amidst the pain and struggles he has experienced in his own life, he openly shares his journey with grace and dignity, all the while honoring and respecting his family. Although I do my best to communicate with Paco the level of impact he has had on our middle school young men, I don't think he will ever truly know the difference he has made in these young lives. I recall a specific day when he came in and worked alongside of some of my 7th graders. Our topic of conversation this day focused on opportunities and how they are directly correlated with the choices we make. The specific group of 7th graders was really struggling with making good choices both in and out of the classroom. I sat in the circle and watched Paco take the lead. Eyes were glued to him, and he shared pieces of his own story. I witnessed young men for the first time see hope in their own future, as they could so easily relate to Paco's story and his similar struggles. I listened as he encouraged them to always believe in themselves, to take advantage of the resources available to them, and to ultimately be a good person with integrity, to surround themselves with positive people who bring them up. From that day forward, change began to stir in the lives of every single young man in the classroom. At school, student behavior changes were evident and visible to teachers. After-school tutoring offerings were taken advantage of. Appointments during lunches with teachers were being made, and young men began believing in themselves and their own abilities, even amidst their adversity. Paco still spends his only free afternoon on Fridays after school tutoring a small group of 7th and 8th grade young men. He shows up every day, afternoon, at Makatawa Bay in the library to tutor, on his own time, out of the compassion of his own heart. He may never know the impact those hours will have on the lives of these young men, but I do hope he knows how much I have appreciated him. Michael referred to teacher Amy Wilson as his second mom multiple times during our conversations this month. Mrs. Wilson was the first teacher to push him to take advanced courses. Mrs. Wilson displayed a tenacious belief in him that he did not have in himself. She encouraged him to believe in himself, connected him with mentoring opportunities, helped him write and edit college applications, scholarship essays, and became a friend as well. Mrs. Wilson shared the following with me when she found out that Michael would be the Panther Award winner. She writes, "It's hard for me to put together the right words to properly describe Michael Griffer. Michael is someone who has worked hard to get everything in his life. He has done so without complaint. Growing up, he did not have a lot, but instead of being something that brought him down, he used it to fuel his ambition. He has never been one to turn down a challenge, even if it was a silly one. One of my favorite memories of Michael is when Max Magliozzi swore that he was a faster runner than Michael. Obviously, we had to see, so that started the English 1 sidewalk race wars. Michael dusted him, his words, and throughout the year had many challengers. He helped solidify the team culture of our classroom by including everyone, and if I remember correctly, even slowed down a bit to make certain races look closer than they actually were. That's the thing about Michael, it's hard to put into words. He has the ability to bring people together that's just so natural and a part of who he is. I wish I could always count on him to work with anyone in English or our seminar class. Without complaint, every time. In fact, he thrived on it. He loves to help people. Michael feels a great responsibility to be a positive role model for his younger brothers. He wants to help guide his brothers and set an example for them on how to be strong men. The fact that he so clearly sees the impact he has on them as an older brother, and he welcomes that challenge with open arms, it just blows me away. When I was looking for students to help mentor middle schoolers, Michael was the obvious choice. He was immediately on board and excited to make connections, tell his story, and help other boys reach their potential. He told me his friend Israel Solano would also be a great mentor, and the two of them have consistently gone to the middle school over the last 2 years to continue their relationship with the boys. They even decided to go on their own to help tutor. They did this without fanfare and just because they saw the need. He has this knack for seeing people, really seeing people, and helping them reach their potential, even if they don't see it yet themselves. Watching Michael take challenging courses throughout high school and immerse himself in the WOHS community has made me so proud. He's going to do great things, and I know this because he's already making an impact and doing those great things right here at WOHS. I asked if Michael had any words of advice that he would like to share with students who come from similar backgrounds, and he said this: "If you don't like your life right now, you got to do something to get yourself help. Where you come from does not have to impact where you're able to go in life and what you are able to do. Reach out to your teachers for help. Take the step and engage in the opportunities available to you. Figure out what happiness really means. Help others whenever you can, and most of all, never give up." Statistically speaking, a minority male from a low-income single-parent home who is highly transient during his early childhood years would typically struggle to graduate on time. Most certainly, this demographic is far less likely than their peers to enroll in advanced placement in advanced placement courses or be accepted to and attend college. However, Michael Griffer will graduate on Thursday, May 24th with a diploma from West Ottawa Public Schools. He is enrolled to attend Michigan State University, where he is set to receive multiple scholarships and pursue a degree in health sciences. Michael embraced his reality, engaged in the opportunities available to him, built quality relationships with teachers and mentors, and is now set to change the course of his family's history forever. Michael Paco Griffer serves as an important, paramount example of what can be achieved at West Ottawa through determination, grit, perseverance, positivity, and by intentionally accessing the many resources and supports available. Michael's story also illustrates how the staff at West Ottawa have worked tirelessly to eliminate the expectations gap and close the opportunity gap between minority students and their peers. Expectations have been set high for all students, and rigorous academic opportunities have been built for all students. It is students like Michael who serve as a wonderful example of what can be achieved when a student engages in and takes advantage of what is offered. Congratulations, Michael, for overcoming great obstacles, destroying the odds against you, and showing us what is truly possible through hard work. You are the 2018 Panther Award winner. All right, man. Good job, buddy. Can I have Mia Patchen please come to the stage? The Principal's Leadership Award is given annually to a senior student who exemplifies maturity, communication, selflessness, and a commitment to the betterment of our school. A leader can be simply described as somebody whom people will follow. This year's winner, Mia Patchen, embodies the qualities of a highly committed leader, one who is humble, selfless, caring about her classmates and her school, and highly regarded by seemingly anyone who gets to know her. This award winner is selected each year by teachers, mentors, advisors, and coaches of our school's numerous leadership groups. Each year, after nominations for this award are finalized and the winner has been chosen, we send a survey to the teachers of that student, asking for their thoughts and comments. Mia's advisors, coaches, and teachers described her in the following ways. Mia performed flawlessly in my classes. Everything she did with a smile on her face and a commitment to excellence, whether it was memorizing all the bones or digging deep into a sheep's heart. Mia is a quick study. She sees to the heart of things and comprehends, then she dives in. And as she does, she's careful to bring others along with her. She was never one to leave others behind. Students like Mia make the rest of us look good, but honestly, her accomplishments are her own. And I think we can take little credit for the kind of person she is. She has become an amazing young woman. Mia always puts others before herself. Whether it's help with a class or a friend in crisis, she's always willing to help. Mia is a beam of joy and kindness. She always has a smile, and after meeting her, working with her, and knowing her, you will too. One thing I have learned from Mia is that no matter the situation, there is always something valuable and important to come out of it. Mia embodies many characteristics of a true leader. She strives for excellence in all that she does, and she's willing to work hard to achieve her goals, all while maintaining a positive attitude. Taking the easy route and complaining is not something that occurs to Mia. If a job has to be done, Mia knows it should be done well. She's able to motivate because of her enthusiasm, her passion, and work ethic. They are all infectious. Mia demonstrated these characteristics in every project she participated in at WOH, and there were many. She was always genuinely excited, motivated, and smiling while she worked hard on Adopt a Child, Dance Marathon, blood drives, Spirit Week, the list could go on. Further, a true leader is also empathetic. Mia pays attention to others and notices if someone is suffering. I am reminded of a time when she noticed a student who was clearly upset sitting in the hallway. Mia stopped and sat down next to the student just to ask them what was wrong. She didn't know this student, and she was on her way to class. She could have easily just kept walking by, but she didn't. She realized that even a kind word and a smile from a stranger can make a difference for someone who is suffering. Mia is an extraordinary individual and stands out not only among her own peers, but stands out from the many student leaders that I have ever worked with over the years. I have no doubt that Mia could run a small business or even a small country tomorrow. Not only does she possess intangible leadership traits, she also has a work ethic, ethos, and shiny personality that gets the job done, with a smile no less, every time. As one of her leadership advisors, I never once had to worry if Mia's name was on a project. I knew that not only would it come to fruition, but it would likely break records or set the bar very high for next year's committee. Her ability to effortlessly take on a project with such care and detail at her age is simply amazing. More importantly, she recognizes the value in all people. She creates an environment that's welcoming, caring, and friendly. Further, she understands the importance of a strong supporting cast. She has chosen to surround herself with positive, motivating, and value-driven people in many aspects of her life. As for Mia's contributions to West Ottawa, she has been an integral part of a strong team of now graduating seniors over the past few years. She and her supporting cast have organized homecoming events, blood drives, month of caring projects, including the toy drives the last 2 years, which under her leadership were highly successful, improving the holidays for hundreds of local kids within our community. She also spends much of her time volunteering and working with West Ottawa kids through PALS and many other endeavors. Although she'll be missed next year, I have no doubt that she'll become a wonderful community leader wherever life takes her. Mia is a leader who always strives for perfection while finding ways to incorporate new ideas. She does not buckle under pressure, and as she has challenged herself with finding every possible outlet to make our school a better place. Overall, what makes Mia a true leader is her contagious, outgoing personality and humility that makes anyone eager to follow her. Mia is the personification of Aristotle's doctrine of the mean, writes one teacher. She is mature but still likes to have fun, a great leader but also a team player. She devotes herself to school and community activities but saves at least a few hours a day for herself, even if it is just to sleep. Mia is not only an outstanding student and leader, she is an outstanding person. I would not only trust my daughters in Mia's care, I would hope they would grow up to emulate her. She is a natural leader in the classroom, in student senate, in young life, or in the greater community. Her positive energy is infectious, and she is an unstoppable force for good. One unique aspect of this year's award is that Mia's sister Anna won the same award from our faculty in 2015. This marks the first time that siblings have been recognized for the same award. When recognizing Mia's sister in 2015, one of our staff members wrote on Anna's behalf that he wished her parents would have written a book on parenting so that he could steal those ideas in hopes that his own children would someday turn out like Anna. What I did not know at the time, when I read those comments, was that it was an inside joke because Mr. Patchen had actually written a book on parenting. Now that we are back recognizing another Patchen for this award, I find my chance to make things right by thanking Mr. and Mrs. Patchen for sharing their children with us and by helping Scott promote that parenting book. It's called So You're Gonna Be a Dad, Now What? And you can find it on Amazon. However, as of yesterday, there was only one copy left, so you better hurry. Now back to Mia. To say you are highly regarded by staff at West Ottawa is an understatement. The entire faculty thanks you for your hard work, dedication, and commitment to making our world a little bit better each and every day for your school. We also thank you for your unending smile and positivity. Thank you for all you've done at West Ottawa High School. Please join me in congratulating the 2018 Principal's Leadership Award, Mia Patchen.
Thank you so much.
I would now like to get to our final part of the program by introducing those students who will be recognized as the top academic scholars for the class of 2018. These students have finished with a GPA in the top 10 of their class or have earned 750 or more points in our Scholar Rank system. Scholar Rank points are based on a combination of GPA, SAT score, semesters of AP or IB dual courses, and semesters of dual enrollment. I'm happy to announce that the class of 2018 is represented by 85 students receiving an academic Scholar Rank medallion. They have accrued 750 or more Scholar Rank points. 85 students qualifying for the Scholar Rank medallion is a new record for a graduating class at West Ottawa. This large number of students earning this award is a testament to how this class has challenged themselves with the most rigorous courses, all while maintaining good grades and performing well on the SAT. Would the following students please come forward and stand in front of the stage to receive your academic honors medallions? Please hold your applause until all names have been announced. It's going to be a long line. Eric Alvarado, Alyssa Anderson, Dominic Aquino, Joseph Arner, Sam Beetham, Travis Bethke, Tyler Bosma, Petra Bronius, Peyton Bramer, Hannah Chow, Mariana Sestaro, Luciano Sestaro, Isabella Correa, Ethan Kowalchuk, Lizette De La Rosa, Daniel DeForest, Emma Denave, Dakota Denhoff, Andrew Durr, Sam Duckworth, Kaylin Furlett, Stephanie Gonzi, Owen Gibson, Seth Gibson, Noah Giddings, Sam Grunler, Aaliyah Hahn, Louisa Hall, Jaya Hahn, Eric Heindelmeyer, Jack Hendrick, Jenna Horner, Aaron Jones, Pookie Kunsabat, Aubrey Clavan, Reagan Coster, Piper Kramer, Brittany Key, Alex Key, Abby LeDuc, Lindsay Lane, Brendan Lee, Peter Lehman, McKenna Littoral, Serena Lee, Jenna Moss, Aaron McGinnis, Jackson Maktava, Juliana Malinowski, Daniel Mauger, Ethan Metcalf, Julia Miller, Tess Monahan, Alexis Moore, Matthew Moreau, Maggie Newman, Sean Wynn, Annie Wynn, Abby Ponzi, Addie Ponzi, Mia Patchen, Drew Pedersen, Abby Pierce, Mikey Kwan, Sienna Radakovitz, Emma Rockhorst, Logan Rymink, Abigail Rosiak, Ben Shoemaker, Isaac Sierra, Caroline Sisson, Isabel Snope, Tina Sorabi, Israel Solano, Felicia Solomon, Andres Solorzano, Ellery Tinholt, Dana Tippett, Riley Vara, Taylor Van Allsburg, Michael Walsh, Nick Wehrmeyer, Aaron Weimer, Madison Wollenzier, and Anna Werfel. I don't care, let's go down there. Mr. Oshnock and Mr. Reinecke will now assist me in presenting their students with their Scholar Rank medallions. The following students, who I'm going to ask to join us on stage out of this group, have maintained a 3.99 GPA throughout their entire high school career, and they have earned recognition as a salutatorian for the class of 2018. Will these students please come to stage when your name is called, receive your award, and remain on stage? Tyler Bosma. Tyler is the son of Dwayne and Wendy Bosma. He will attend Miami of Ohio, where he plans to study business and participate on the baseball team. Petra Bronius. Petra is the daughter of Steve and Lisa Bronius. She will attend Hope College and major in elementary education. Jenna Horner. Jenna is the daughter of Ken and Barb Horner. She will attend the University of Michigan and study everything. Piper Kramer. Piper is the daughter of Will and Tracy Kramer. She will attend Oberlin College and major in environmental studies. Jenna Moss. Jenna is the daughter of Ed and Paula Moss. She will attend Oakland University, where she will study biology and participate on the swimming team. Juliana Malinowski. Juliana is the daughter of Joe Malinowski and Bin Tai. She will attend Michigan State University, where she plans to study biomedical science. Sean Wynn. Sean is the son of Than and Chow Wynn. He will attend Michigan State University and plans to study computer science. Abigail Ponzi. Abby is the daughter of Steve and Michelle Ponzi. She will attend Grand Valley State University and plans to study nursing. Isabel Snope. Isabel is the daughter of Bruce and Beth Snope. She will attend Hope College and plans to study biology. Will you please acknowledge our salutatorians for the class of 2018? You guys can go off stage. Would the following students please come to stage and be recognized as a valedictorian for the class of 2018? These students have maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA throughout their entire high school career. Alyssa Anderson. Alyssa is the daughter of Aaron and Julie Anderson. She will attend the University of Michigan, where she plans to study biochemistry. Dominic Aquino. Dominic is the son of Aloysius and Debbie Aquino. Dominic will attend the University of Michigan, where he plans to study applied math and computer science. Travis Bethke. Travis is the son of Randy and Deanna Bethke. He will attend Ball State University, where he plans to study biology, chemistry, and optometry. Danny DeForest. Danny is the son of Tim and Susan DeForest. He will attend Belmont University, where he plans to study international business. Andrew Durr. Drew is the son of Steve and Jackie Durr. He will attend Western Michigan University, where he plans to major in jazz studies. Stephanie Gonzi. Stephanie is the daughter of Lois Gonzi. She will attend the University of Michigan, where she plans to study microbiology and English. Sam Grunler. Sam is the son of Curtis and Leslie Grunler. He will attend the University of Notre Dame, where he plans to study international economics. Brittany Key. Brittany is the daughter of Heng Key and Essia Chav. She will attend Stanford University, where she plans to major in the STEM field. Abigail LeDuc. Abby is the daughter of Matthew and Christy LeDuc. She will attend Hope College, where she plans to major in environmental engineering and Spanish. Brendan Lee. Brendan is the son of Biomi and Amanda Lee. He will attend the University of Michigan, where he plans to study finance. Matthew Moreau. Matt is the son of Mike and Elizabeth Moreau. He will attend Butler University, where he plans to study health science. Drew Pedersen. Drew is the son of Scott and Sarah Pedersen. He will attend the University of Michigan, where he plans to study business. Ben Shoemaker. Ben is the son of Bart and Gail Shoemaker. He will attend the University of Michigan, where his major is still undecided. Caroline Sisson. Caroline is the daughter of Steve and Lori Sisson. She will attend the University of Michigan, where she stands to study public policy and participate on the swim team. Riley Vara. Riley is the daughter of Marcus and Loretta Vara. She will attend the University of Michigan, where she plans to study engineering. Anna Werfel. Anna is the daughter of Bob and Shane Werfel. She will attend Central Michigan University, where her major is still undecided. Would Isaac Sierra please come to the stage? These are all of our 4.0 students. Please give them a round of applause. They're all valedictorians. One of our valedictorians also qualified as our top scholar for the class of 2018. That student is Isaac Sierra. Isaac has earned 945 total scholar rank points by completing 31 semesters of advanced placement or international baccalaureate courses, 2 semesters of dual enrollment courses, scored a 1540 on his SAT, and maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA. Isaac is the son of Jennifer and Hector Sierra. He will be attending the University of Chicago, where he plans to major in astrophysics. Please join me one more time in honoring all of our valedictorians and our top scholar. All of our scholar rank medallion students may now be seated as we end our program. Yeah, I'm gonna get some. Yeah, you're leading it, right? You're leading it. I would like to recognize a few people who have made this ceremony possible today. First of all, thank you to Assistant Principal Mr. Reinecke, who has worked closely with the senior class throughout this school year. Outstanding job. Also, a very special thanks goes to Secretary Mrs. Dawn Stanley, who has worked closely with the senior class, and Mrs. Terry Hausler, who works behind the scenes. Thank you to Mr. Meyer and the orchestra for their performance today. And finally, a huge thanks to our scholarship chairperson, Counselor Mrs. Lacey Ottoman, and the entire counseling staff. As is customary, we will close our ceremony today with the singing of our alma mater. How many people want to see Mr. Reinecke lead it? At the end of our singing of the alma mater, would you please remain standing as our senior class exits? This year, for the first time ever, our senior class is headed straight from Convocation onto a set of school buses, which are located right now outside of the athletic entrance. Those school buses are going to transport them to their respective elementary schools, where they spent K through 6 years. They will walk the halls of those elementary schools one last time before returning back on the same buses for mandatory graduation practice. The elementary students and teachers are awaiting your arrival right now. After seniors have exited, parents, you may exit at your leisure, and underclassmen, Mr. Reinecke will give you further instructions on exiting at this time. Please join me and join Mr. Meyer and our orchestra in the singing of our alma mater. Go ahead. You gotta leave the first 2 rows out. Seniors, your class officers are now coming down. We're going to go from the first row, just like we will on Thursday night.